First of all, before we jump into this tutorial, I need one thing. I need honest opinions on how we feel about me with blonde hair, because I had pink for like a year and a half and I just recently switched it to blonde all by myself. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think. I want to know. But welcome to doing makeup, but for hooded eyes. I'm Peachy. Today, we're jumping into something highly requested and something that I also wanted to try myself. It's that viral TikTok trend we all saw like a year ago. It's sleepy eyes, and this is my take on it. Everything that I use in this video will be linked in the description below, so let's get into it. I guess the purpose of this makeup is to make us look sleepy, hence sleepy eyes, I guess. So I'm gonna use one palette for this, and I have 3 brushes here and a brown pencil liner. I am gonna start with prepping my lid first since I'm putting eyeshadow on, so I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Now, since I'm using mostly shadows in this to kind of get a sharp wing shape, I'm gonna use some tape. Actually, I saw somebody suggest using washi tape instead of, I think they suggested on my Instagram, but they suggested using washi tape instead of regular Scotch tape because it's easier on the skin, and oh my god, it's so much better. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of washi tape to angle and get that clean pointy wing shape with eyeshadow. I'm gonna angle this kind of down. I feel like angling the eyeshadow and the shape that we're going for a little bit more down will play into that sleepiness look instead of it being kind of upturned and elongated. I'm gonna go underneath my bottom lash line straight out, and then I'm just gonna slightly angle it down. The palette that I'm using today is the Naked Urban Decay Metal Mania palette. They actually sent this to me in a PR package, and this isn't sponsored at all, but oh my god, I love this palette so much. Thank you, Urban Decay. I freaking love it. Anyways, what I'm first gonna do is go in with shade Double Kick right here, all over the lid. The brush that I'm starting with is the e.l.f. Blending Eye Brush. So I'm just gonna saturate the end of my brush and tap off the excess and then just load that up everywhere. And I like to start on my lid just to prevent creasing from my eyeshadow base, and then work my way up. Now I'm just going to take a clean fluffy brush. I'm using the Morphe M514 brush, and I'm just going to go all over to make sure it's blended out. Now for this next part, I'm going to go in with the shade Sound Tower right here. Now we're going to start making that wing shape. I'm going to go in with the Morphe V203 brush. And you always want to tap off the excess. So I'm going to look at myself straight on with my lids relaxed. What I'm going to do is start going underneath my natural fold right here and going down into the tape. And I don't want to bring it out too far because we're going to be blending, so I'm going to bring it out to about right here. And do this with your eye open. I'm going to start bringing that slightly above my little hood right here. Now that we have that color placed, you can open your eye right here and then just start filling this little gap in if you have one, very slightly, and make sure you switch between looking at yourself straight on and doing this just to make sure that you're not bringing it out too far. But just fill in that little gap. Now I'm going to use that same fluffy brush, the M514 brush, and I cleaned it off. I have a shadow swap pan. If you don't have one of those, I highly suggest you get one because it cleans off all of the eyeshadow, and you can use the same brush when you switch between colors. It's amazing. So I'm going to use a clean fluffy brush and just start blending this out upwards. Like this line right here, I'm just going to start slowly bringing it upwards. Okay, for our next shade, I'm going to go in with a dark brown, shade Road Crew. And I'm going to use that same V203 brush and same technique here, just keep it underneath that little fold right here. If your fold is bigger than mine, then you can just bring it above a little bit more. But since mine is kind of visible on the outside, I'm just going to keep it right on that outer portion of my eye. Now, clean fluffy brush, and we're just going to blend that out very slightly. Just bring it downwards like this, right on that dark brown line you just made. And if you need to fill in any gaps, go right ahead. Just don't bring it in very far. Now lastly, I'm going to take shade Heavy right here to deepen up that wing even further. And I'm really not putting very much of this black at all, just a very, very, very small amount right on the edge here. Now what I'm going to do is go back with that initial really light shade Double Kick, on my fluffy brush and just kind of go around the edges and make sure it's all blended how I want it to. Now for this reveal. Oh, that's beautiful! We gotta fix this up a little bit, but it's pretty. I'm just gonna take some micellar water on a Q-tip just to clean this up a little bit. I am gonna put product underneath here, but this isn't exactly where I want it. Now, if you want an eyeshadow wing, you could just stop here, but we're gonna go for this sleepy eye look, so I'm gonna start bringing those darker colors underneath. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. small smudge brush and go into that really dark brown shade Road Crew, I believe it was. Put this a little bit here on my lower lash line. I'm using the NYX Epic Smoke Liner in shade Mocha Match. I'm gonna go right over that eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna take that small smudge brush and start smudging it out into the wing that we made, if that makes sense. I just still wanna keep this end sharp, so I'm not gonna bring it out all the way. I wanna bring it underneath right here so it's more connected. Taking a clean fluffy brush and kind of just blending that line out further. And now I'm going to take some micellar water and clean this up just a little bit. Now there's a couple more things we need to do to finish up this sleepy eyes look, so I'm going to go do my base and we can finish it up when I get back. So now we gotta take this to this. What I'm gonna start with first, I'm gonna take this reddish brown shade Studio. Again, I'm using the V203 brush. I'm gonna use that shade for like my inner corner here and also bring it down just very slightly and with the very smallest amount. I don't wanna look like I got punched in the eye. I'm just trying to make myself look a little bit more sleepy. I guess I could have done that with my natural dark circles, but I wanted like a warm color and my dark circles are like cooler tones. Actually, you could do this with cooler tone browns and get like the same effect. I went with warmer tone browns today. I'm gonna tap off a lot of that excess on the brush and just go in little circular motions like this. And start small. See, I placed that color there, but now I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush and start blending that out. Now, if you do a little bit too much, you can always take like a lighter eyeshadow or your face powder, for example, and kind of go over it and blend it out even more too. All right, we look sleepy, we look tired. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw some mascara on, and what I've done with the lashes, I'm not gonna show you how I'm gonna apply these lashes. I do have an entire video of how I apply lashes. I'll link it somewhere over here. I do just wanna add that for this look, I think half lashes are the way to go. So I just took a full strip lash, cut it in half, and I'm using the front portion of the lash that is shorter on the inside. I'm not using the end of the lash where it's really long, but I'm using a half lash and only putting it on the outer corner of my eye. Now that I have the half lash on, for the bottom lashes, I'm only going to put the mascara on like the outer corner of my bottom lashes. All right, that's pretty much it. That's my take on how to do sleepy eyes. I'm gonna go fix my hair and my bangs a little bit, and I'll be right back. Now, if you've made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you are my favorite. I love everything about this look. It is perfection to me. I feel like adding this really dark lip as well. I'll give the details of what lip I'm wearing in the description below too, but adding this dark lip and adding the freckles, I love it. I love it. Now, a few things to note too. You can definitely make the wings smaller. I like making my wings a lot bigger. You could make the wings smaller. You could do cool tone browns. You could really customize this to your liking. It's more about the technique that we use, and I feel like I kind of slayed that. We're looking sleepy. We're looking sleepy, but we're still serving. You know what I'm saying? We're still serving. So if this video was helpful to you at all and you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give me a like and maybe even hit subscribe. That would mean the absolute world to me. And if you're finding me through YouTube, I actually do shorter form tutorials over on TikTok and Instagram, so make sure to give me a follow over there. As always, leave me a comment down below if you want to see anything specific and anything you need some help with when it comes to doing makeup, or if you just want to say hi. Anything specific that you guys want to see, I'll just add it to the list of things that I'll cover in the future. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.